G'day guys, here today to teach you how I make specific filters, and in this particular video it'll be a filter for the Summer Courts promo. We'll look at making a filter for the Chicago Court Elites because you need those to complete the Jason Williams boss. So the first thing that you need to do, and this is something that I do whenever I'm creating filters, is jump onto NBAlive.gg. Now in this particular case, the easiest thing to do is jump onto the Summer Courts promo post that I've put together, and I'll link that in the description below. But that gives you an outline towards the bottom of that post of all of the players that are available. And we're just wanting to filter for Chicago Elite players. Now, we don't necessarily care about the high-end ones, but we want to capture a wide range of them. So what we need to do is look for similarities between the players. So the thing that I noticed is that there's quite a few players that have a V in their name. So we can start off by selecting the Summer Courts promo and entering a player name with the letter V, not G, V, there we go. Now the other thing is that Chicago Elites all start at a minimum of 91 overall. So we put that in as their minimum overall rating, and then we hit search, and that gives us an idea of what we're going to be looking at. Now you can see by the icon on the top left that these guys are Chicago Elites. We've also got Allen Iverson there, but when we start limiting by price, he's going to be filtered out, and if he was to drop for cheap, then that would be fine anyway. We'd be happy to see him. Now we can see here that we're getting Trevor Booker, and we don't really want Trevor Booker. So what we can do is we can turn off the power forward position. So we jump in here, and I wasn't bothering turning center on because there's no centers that have a V in their name, so it just saves a little bit of time. So then we can hit search again, and that will filter out that Trevor Booker from the Brooklyn courts. The only other guy that might drop from Brooklyn, if we scroll through, is Devin Booker. But once again, when we filter the price down, he's a slightly more valuable player, as you can see here. So it's okay if he drops under our price range because we'll still be making profit on him. So now what we want to do is adjust the price until we start to only see one or two guys, so we have an idea of what the bottom end is. So you can see here that it's definitely lower than what I started with there, so we'll try 380k. And you won't necessarily want to be buying these guys, so given that, okay, so we've found our bottom end there, so let's adjust that to 379 so that we're only seeing a couple of cards. Now you can tell by the time left on these guys that anything around this price is selling within 20 minutes or so. So this is the price that you want to be listing your items at. With that in mind and the 10% auction fee, you want to make sure that you're sniping cards that are 340k or less just to be making profit. So if you can get cards for around 300k, that's fantastic. The reason I'm sort of showing you how to do this for the Chicago courts is because when the Seattle boss is announced and the Seattle Legend is released, then these specific court elites are going to be quite valuable. So sort of having a little bit of an understanding about how to create a specific filter just to show those players can really help you guys when sniping, because sniping a single player is not very efficient. In this particular filter, we have the potential to grab 4 or 5 different players that we can grab money off, make money off, and that's a lot more efficient than sitting on a single player. You're more likely to see drops and you're more likely to win drops because you're covering multiple guys. So that's how I create specific filters, and in this case for the Chicago Elites. If you've got any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below, and I'll try and deal with any queries you might have. Hope this has been helpful, guys. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.